Well, welcome back inside the Now Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. Today I told you guys that we're chatting with TTPost. Now, they are the largest distributor and courier service in Trinidad and Tobago. Biggest market, hands down, right? TTPost, delivering to TT, whole of Trinidad and Tobago. This morning, I want to welcome Carl Ramdeo, the General Manager of Sales and Marketing, and George Nicholas Martin, who's the Manager of Courier and Express Services, joining us to tell us about your new track and trace feature. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning to viewers as well.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, all.
So let's start with what current system exists. Like how have we been tracking posts or mail or packages in TTPost currently?
Well, before we launched on Friday, the track and trace software solution, we were tracking on a manual basis, right? But now we are affording the customers the opportunity to track their sent packages from the convenience of their homes, from the convenience of their business operations.
Right.
So we are basically taking away and move the tracking of items to the customer away from the call centers. And that is the convenience which we offer our customers.
Okay, so we used to be able to, as I know when you send a package, you would get a tag or some sort of number, a tracker number, right? And you would have had to call the call center to find out where your package was before.
Yes, you would have had to call to find out what is the status and transit for the package. So now you have the convenience.
Or you could have email as well. But now the difference is, so tell me about the new track and trace feature.
Well, the new track and trace feature is an add-on to an already existing component we had operating in our networks.
Okay.
It's from a company called Post Global. So the track and trace is now allowing our manual system to be converted to a digital system. As Carl would have mentioned, customers now have the convenience of going online at www.ttpost.net. The same tracking slip that you will be given at when you go to a shop or a corporate customer have it. They click on the tracking icon, they enter the tracking number, and the information on the delivery status of the item will pop up.
And this is only for items that would have been like packages that you sent, or it could
only
be for
courier
anything?
items right now.
Okay.
That's a good question because we understand that customers would have other tracking needs because there are other things in post that mean tracking. But we have launched with our biggest one right now, which is Courier. We'll be soon, well, not soon, but we are in the process of converting to add on additional tracking features.
Okay. Why was this upgrade so important to TTPost?
Well, this is important because TTPost is a customer-centric organization, and we like to say that we really have a two-pair approach to providing our customer outreach program, where there's high touch, which is the interface with customers, and then if it's not high touch, you're doing high tech. What we have seen with the pandemic, while it may have been difficult on most businesses, TTPost really experienced sort of the opposite, where we got a lot more attraction and appeal in terms of the market, persons not wanting to go face to face.
Well, not just that, but we were discussing it earlier, and a lot of small businesses now use TTPost to be able to deliver from their online platforms directly to their customers. Have you guys made any sort of provisions that would accommodate the commerce side of things?
Yeah, actually, on what Carl was saying just now, we have experienced like a 49% growth overall in all courier products, because you have multiple different types of courier products. But on the domestic one alone is about 64% growth year on year. And that came mainly from those small businesses suffering closures and stuff, turning towards an e-commerce sort of arrangement and trying to use our services. Now, to answer your question directly, we have two types of customers: retail customer and corporate customer.
Right.
Retail customers are the small businessman. He may have a little home business. He would go to the post shop, buy a track pack, package his item, and send it off.
Right.
Typically, coming back to track and trace, he would have been given a slip. Now he can have the visibility of the digital tracking, not only for himself, but the customer he's serving, which is again, come back to what Carl is saying, the customer-centric focus that we're on right now.
So now he can give that information to the customer for them to go and check it directly to see when their package will arrive.
And it also helps TTPost, honestly, because we would be, high volumes means more tracking to us and means more calls and emails. And there's only so many calls and emails could filter through fixed lines. So while we implement track and trace to help with that, we're also looking at revamping our existing model, our restructure, to cater for growing business, because we see this trend, of course, when business open up, they taper off a little bit. But I think the paradigm has shifted a lot for many, many small e-tailers in Trinidad, both in domestically and possibly cross-border, because we have been getting people looking for cross-border business e-commerce as well, and they want to go through TTPost.
Okay.
But with the exponential growth that we experience as well with the domestic courier, and this is why you asked the question about track and trace. So we're finding new ways to reach them, ensure the customer have that convenience. So as the volumes grow, we want to also, we commensurate with that, we have the services that the customers can stay from their location and be able to have the convenience of knowing where their packages are at any point in time in the transit.
You know, this is something that I've always been very intrigued by. I'm curious as to, is it as simple as a chip in the actual package, or something that you put on the package that we able to see whether it's in a van coming down the road, or how does it work?
It's not GPS.
Right.
We have certain action points along the life cycle of the delivery of the package.
Right.
That are
It's
scanned.
like checkpoints.
Yeah, checkpoints.
Right.
So you go to National Mail Center, the retail shop there. As you go and you tender your package, it is entered in the system and scanned. So now it is live as being accepted there.
Right.
It goes to the back by in the processing hub.
And
We
scan
process
there.
it and scan again. So there's another action point along there. So you
Okay.
see these milestones along the delivery cycle.
Okay. All right. Is this similar to what you would see in any of the people who order online when you order from Amazon or whatever, and you see it saying it's out for delivery?
An effective tracking solution is a mainstay, is a staple right now in any effective courier service.
Nice. Well, gentlemen, I think this is fantastic, and I definitely applaud the initiative, and I look forward to see what else you guys have in store, because I know you're saying that you're hopefully soon going to be able to upgrade even further.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that TTPost currently faces? Because I hear people, like Natalie was saying, that she was expecting a package since March. And I know people who have had that similar complaints where things kind of fall through the crack. Are there any systems in place to mitigate from these dropouts and these losses?
Well, I'll tell you, so one simple thing we have problem with is when you go, you have to put an accurate address.
Right.
And you know, we have launched our new addressing system.
Yes.
But some people don't follow it. If you try to follow that and put an accurate real address and then put a contact number, you will be able to, the courier will be able to reach you. And if he can't find you, he'll call you.
Okay.
But then there's another side. When we call some people sometime, they look and see a strange number and they don't answer. And if we can't find you, we can't get you, we can't make the delivery.
Yeah.
Normally we'll find the address and then we leave a card to call, and then that will delay the delivery.
Right.
But it's not that the attempt wasn't made. It's just that we are still trying to reach you or you to reach us so we can action the delivery.
We also have a call center that you callers can call in. I know sometimes it may be a little burdensome when you're trying to call in, because
What's the number?
It's 800 post.
800 post.
Yeah. So you can call in to the call center and you could ask one of our helpful customer service representative about the queries and so on, and then we'll respond to you. You can also send an email, as Nicholas has said as well, and we can respond with that as well.
I'm curious about the new addressing system that you mentioned just now, because I like, for me, my address was the same thing since I've been a baby, right? And I knew it one way. And then recently I got the letter saying, that we're changing the addressing system, so this will be your new address. So are we still, at this point, balancing the both in terms of if somebody who didn't know my address changes wants to send me something and they didn't tell me, but they put my old address, it would still come?
Yes, it will still come to you.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, that is why the phone number is so important.
Right.
If you look at the multinational courier companies, even some of the local ones, they always ask for that phone number, because no matter what the address is, you may not be home, you may be by your mom or by a friend visiting.
Or at work.
At work, right? And that's another thing we ask a lot of customers: if you know you're not going to be there at that particular time, put another address where you'll be you can reach you.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and congratulations on this initiative. Any closing words you wanna share with us, Carl?
We will continue to provide for our customers the best customer service that we can. We have, if I may add, we have 13 retail corporate shops across Trinidad and Tobago and 51 franchises. So our footprint is across the country. We are providing access to postal services for the citizenry as part of our universal service obligation for being a member of the Universal Postal Union. So TTPost is open for business. I want to make that very, very clear, and we're here to serve our customers.
Has there been any challenges with getting mail to people in the pandemic? Like for the actual, the mailman, the mailwoman who go out on the streets and actually deliver the mail?
We are doing quite well in that area, despite the restrictions that are in place. We track it almost daily, and we're about 85% of our delivery time. There's some improvements to be made, but certainly our eyes on it constantly in terms of making sure we deliver within the specified time, and in terms of our service level agreements with our customers.
Nice. Well, guys, head across to ttpost.net and you can track your packages yourself. You can see exactly where they are at what moment in time. And we thank you so much, guys, for joining us this morning. George Nicholas Martin, the manager of Courier and Express Services, and Carl Ramdeo, who's the general manager of sales and marketing from TTPost, joining us this morning to tell us about the brand new track and trace feature. And you should experience it. I think it's going to be fantastic and change the way that you deliver your packages.